Imagine if you were an awakened spirit coming into this reality. So that's what this Ibiza event is really about. And well, this is the time of freedom now. So now is that breaking point for us. It literally is a time where space and time come together. It's a whole different pattern, not just for humans. It's nature, it's the planets. Again, it's a universal transformation. I think humans should join the party. Ibiza is really special. There's a portal there. Many people experience it and feel it there. We're going to take that quantum jump forward into first principle consciousness. So that's what this Ibiza event is really about. Intimate morning meditations, daily gourmet lunch, daily dinner, private yacht to explore Ibiza, dancing parties, a lot of, say, adventures. Again, it's just going to be a great, fantastic time. Really nurturing who we are as beings. Not because we deserve it. We already know we deserve it. We're free from that. We can start to create a whole new pattern. So it's our choice. We can either go down that road and get shackled again, or we can go, you know what, this new direction that we could have been on, that we should have been on, now it's open to us again. Hey, good morning, evening, afternoon, beautiful XIers. That's what was it Rinky? Rinky was saying, hello, beautiful XIers. Hi, guys. This is Masajati. Welcome to Mas on Sunday, where we, help you reach your best potential beyond anything that's out there, beyond psychology or I was reading the book Stealing Fire, I think, and it was basically about the guy who invented uh, uh, now I forget the MDA. No, not MDA. The God drug. I forgot. Anyway, well, maybe I took too many drugs, or maybe I'm still on jet lag. I came back from China just a couple days ago, and still a little off, still a little jet lag. So again, welcome back, guys. It's good to be home. Today, we're going to be doing a worldwide meditation on the Buddha frequencies, because that's what I had really discovered in China. We visited a lot of temples that the actual Buddha. Now, a lot of there's a ton of temples in in China, and a lot of them obviously Buddha didn't visit, but there were a few that I did visit that actually had the frequency of the original Buddha. So how can I tell? How do I know? Right? How do I know, or how do I can tell that it was, say, the original Buddha? Here, let me just turn my sound vibration off. There we go. So, so I went to China a few years back. Actually about 11 years back, I think. Yeah, about 11 years back. And this was in and around Beijing. Not exactly, don't know the exact province, but in and around Beijing. And this monk, beautiful monk, had taken me to this Buddhist temple, but we actually walked. We didn't walk on the grounds, and this is kind of key. We didn't walk on the ground, where the temple was rebuilt and where everybody else goes. We actually walked behind. So we snuck through this fence and we walked behind. And this was the actual remains of the little city or the little camp that Buddha had actually visited. It was really, really cool. And I had flashbacks. Of the buildings, and it was amazing. It's like, oh yeah, we had the garden over there, and this is where the tea room was, and this is where say the Buddha and I say would meditate and so on like that, and the guy who knew the layout, of the of this little town was going, how did, or the school is like, how did you know? It's like, I don't know, it just came to me. So you can tell there's obviously, I'm a frequency detector. I can see, I can sense frequencies that go beyond, beyond, say, the normal range. Many of us, or all of us, have these abilities, by the way, and this is what I teach. This is what exponential intelligence is about, the actual waveform or the origin of frequencies. So once you start to understand the origin of frequencies, you can start to detect, just like a machine that detects frequencies, that can tell you this frequency is of this, or a frequency of this equates to this color, or a frequency that equates to this sound, like is in music and so on, like that. So again, through hundreds of thousands of client sessions and so on, you get to really precisely hone in on frequencies, and just like a radar detector that can hone in, or a metal detector that can, say, hone in on, say, metal objects, I can hone in on, specific frequencies. And this is what's really cool in today's, hyper meditation, on the world frequency meditation. This is what's really, really cool, and you're going to get a kick out of it, hopefully, is that we're going to reawaken the Buddha frequency. So let me explain what that actually is, reawakening the Buddha frequency, the original Buddha frequency. It's not a concept. It's actually, say, an order, or a law of space and time, or XI. But I want to guide you into a meditative state. That way you can experience it, because it goes beyond the mental, say, imagination, beyond the confines of the mind. So go ahead and take a deep breath in, since it is a worldwide meditation, and we'll bring in the whole world, all 7.8 billion people, and then also those individuals who have, say, crossed over, because that's highly important as well. We just don't know how to die properly in this reality, which messes up, say, the consciousness. I'm not going to get into science of that in this talk, but just hear me out. It does mess up the consciousness. So take a breath in and just notice the back of your neck, your spine. And as I speak, about this new, say, potential of my gifts, that I help you awaken as well, your own gifts. And it also explains what is, say, occurring in today's world. As Natalia put it, it feels that today is the day when we move from the old to the new world. How long will this transition last? The earth is shaking underneath, making it even stronger. Yes, it is shaking. It is transforming beyond, say, technological advances, beyond AI, beyond the World Economic Forum and all those individuals that, control the world. There's a higher order that is coming that controls this reality. Okay. And it's coming in really fast and really strong. And this is what these world meditations is about, is getting those individuals who are ready, who are awakened, who want to go forward into the new consciousness. And for those who aren't, well, you still awaken, but just maybe on the other side, or you slowly cease to exist. Simple as that. It's just the laws of nature. It's nothing to do with me, or it's nothing to do with that's inhumane or anything. It's just, that's just the way it is. That's the way nature works. I'm just telling you the way nature works. So take a breath in. I'm glad you're here. Again, notice the back of your neck, your spine. So in those temples that I visited that actually had the Buddha frequency, probably like one or two out of the many that we visited, right? And it wasn't again, the frequency was not in the temple itself. It was, say, behind the temple or in and around. So they might have had, say, the original temples that Buddha might have visited, somewhere in the area, but then they rebuilt the temples later on. Take a breath in again. Notice your heart, your lung, your respiratory system. So in time or in space or in locations, okay, some might call it vortexes, or it might create a vortex, which I think will happen actually in the temples that we visited. So we'll see if anything changed. But as you take a deep breath in, and I'll give you an example. Many of you, by the way, through XI have awakened to your abilities and can actually tell, say, what happened in time if you walk into a certain building, right? Some people call it deja vu, but it goes much deeper than that. So as you notice your shoulders, as you notice your groin, 3 points, upside down triangle. Somebody walks into a room, for example, that has abilities, and then they can see or sense what happened in that room, right? How many of you are like that? And again, you don't have to comment in right now, but you can comment in later. Or for example, my nephew was walking down the streets of downtown, and he got this really strange feeling, and he stopped downtown San Diego, and he stopped, and he saw the complete visual of somebody getting shot. So he did some research. And in that exact same location, somebody did get shot a few years back. So those are moments of time that have been, frozen in time, usually because of, say, drastic or extreme situations. It creates an imprint of the actions of those frequencies in that moment of time. Yeah, a lot of you actually commenting in. Thank you for that. Notice your heart space as we expand a bit more. So how do we access, or how do we know what happened, right? For those individuals who have abilities. Well, those it's not your abilities. I mean, it is your abilities to tune in, okay, to that certain amount, that certain period of moments of time, okay? So, or that dimension of time and space. So there are layers upon layers upon layers of experiences that have occurred, say, within a building or in a location or someplace, or here on Earth. Those layers are all recorded. They're all, say, there. They don't move. That's why physical locations are very important, as I use them in reference points and hyper meditations, the 18-day hyper meditations. So take a breath in again. Again, just notice your lungs all the way through the back. Just help you really want to clear out from COVID and then all this pollution that's happening. Helping you awaken in the brain, and then also connecting to the human mastermind, society's mastermind, or the Earth's mastermind, especially with communication. The internet, we're all closer together. So we all have one mastermind, whether it's, two or more individuals create a mastermind, and whether it's 2 individuals, 10 individuals, 7.8 billion individuals, it creates a mastermind that controls the group. till one additional, say, mind or consciousness controls all of the group. So breathing in again. Settling in. Now, there's a couple facets to this. So those moments of time are frozen, as we call it in history. There are some people that can, say, open or reopen those moments of time, like you walk into a building, like I said. Well, what's happening now is that the universe is recreating itself. It's jumping to a higher level of consciousness, whether we like it or not. Okay? Fortunately, humans choose to stay at the same level, and it's happened for eons. Notice the 3 points. But now is the time of clarity. Now is the time of, say, truth. Now the time of efficiency. And this is where a lot of, say, lies are coming up to the surface. Because this reality, this consciousness that Earth is moving into, cannot hold lies or incongruencies of any kind. Okay? Whether it is at a political level, Earth level, political level, um, um, religious level, societal level, your region or familial level or personal level. That's why everything feels like it's shaken up. Again, it's a great opportunity to clear generations of garbage out of us, but most of us don't know how. Breath in. We'll go deeper. And you can bring in your kids or political leaders or whoever to help them awaken. So, like Bill Gates or Carl Schwab or any of those individuals. Because real order is coming into play. So, what does that have to do with Buddha? Well, it's not just Buddha. With these meditations, we'll go through each of those great beings, but in this case, it's Buddha. So, Buddha walks through on planet Earth. His presence is so pure and clear and clean. It creates an imprint. Whether, again, it's extreme frequencies of, again, abuse or, again, wars or something, or extreme frequencies of beauty and grace, enlightenment. Those moments tend to, say, get frozen in time and space. Okay. So as we take a breath in, the purity wave that I predicted years back, that's just a new waveform that is coming through. Basically, a waveform is a design or how this wave or frequency is going to be created. So a new waveform is coming through into the universe. This waveform washes through space and time. And as you notice the triangle, notice the top of your head, another point, and then the 2 points on your shoulders. So you've got 2 triangles. we go. So this waveform washes through. And you can imagine it in your mind's eye or feel it, experience it any way that you'd like. And just like any other, say, waveform or objects that create frequencies, objects that are in tune will start to harmonize with the frequency and then magnify that frequency. So as you take a breath in again, noticing the triangle, top of your head, shoulders, and then the shoulders to the point in your groin. It's been proven, Tesla's wave machine, bridges collapsing, again, when frequencies are in harmony with the material of the bridge, or a wine glass breaking, again, when it becomes harmony or in the same frequency as, say, the glass starts to shatter. You can imagine a tuning fork if it makes it simple for you. This tuning fork is resonating at a pure frequency, a much purer frequency, a waveform. Again, a waveform is the origin of the frequency. It gives you its amplitude and frequency of the wave. Breath in again. Those things that are in harmony with this new, say, tuning fork, again, will harmonize, start to manifest, and then again, start to break down those frequencies that are in disharmony. So as the earth cleans up its memories of what has happened on it, wars, abuse, you name it, and then all the beautiful things that have happened here on earth as well, right? Triumphs, accessing higher knowledge, great inventions, uh, true love, accomplishments that have expanded, growth of human potential. So as this tuning fork, again, comes through, let me tell you, it's a huge tuning fork, and it will not adapt. It will not change its frequency. It's the origin of this new frequency coming through. Breath in again. Basically, it's a global setting of how this reality works. Those that are not in harmony, those experiences that have been recorded in the sands of time, those that are in disharmony with this frequency will destruct itself and then recycle itself. It's like nature does. Nothing new. Again, the truths, the accomplishments, the purities, which have been encapsulated in the sands of time, those frequencies will awaken, will enhance even more, will align with, again, the original or the origin of this wave that's coming through. So as this wave comes through Earth, literally changing its magnetic core and everything else about it, way beyond what humans can do. Notice the triangle and head, upside down triangle, the body. And then one more triangle. Your hips, side of your hips, and then a point at your feet. If your feet were put together. So, for example, Buddha, again, his frequencies, purity, locked in time, reawaken as this waveform hits it and magnifies. Anywhere that there's truth will reawaken and magnify. Cures that have been, say, disguised or disposed of, they will reawaken. Breath in again. So Buddha's essence in this meditation will reawaken. In this meditation, we're helping it reawaken. As you take a breath in and notice the 3 triangles. So the consciousness of Buddha will start to, again, reawaken, manifest, and expand and grow. Because now the environment is nutritious for it to expand and grow. Back in the day, it was just that one man. The environment wasn't ready for that man. Just like planting a seed. The environment's not ready. In this case, the seed is dormant. It's like nature always is. It's dormant until what? The environment becomes ready. We've elevated to a consciousness. Whether humans have come along or not, Earth, the universe, nature has elevated to a level of consciousness that can nurture the frequencies of these great individuals. So forever, wherever Buddha say walked upon was magnified. You'll see those areas in the future magnified, despite their political regime. People who have practiced what Buddha taught. Again, I hate to say Buddhism because Buddha did not want a religion named or for him because he knew the destruction of religion, by the way. It becomes shackles. So Buddha, so those who practiced, or even books, the true books written about his practices, not the religion, will come to life. And those books written, again, of great men and women that are untrue or manipulated, they will be destroyed. And no political regime, no political concept, no nothing, financial status, knowledge can stop this waveform. Especially as we unite as one and welcome this new consciousness or waveform to come through, allowing for great manifestation. This prophecy has been written, by the way. It is nothing new. The only difference is that the time for it to take root is here. So as you breathe in, For those who've been waiting for this time, it's here. Notice the three triangles. As we help reawaken the original Buddha frequencies. Going to go ahead and leave you in this space for as long as you wish. Highly recommend highly recommend staying in this space for as long as you wish. If you're new, if you're interested in XI, there's a lot of things coming up. Don't want to ruin the moment, but Ibiza coming up, really just bringing in the Ibiza trip, is just really bringing in those frequencies and again, reopening that vortex of that purity of that area. So take a look at that if you are interested. Again, I'm going to let you be, guys. Notice what you notice and notice the details of what you're noticing. Peace.